Let's talk about thread tension on embroidery machines. Tension is the ultimate battle between the bobbin and the upper thread. On a traditional sewing machine, a balance has to be struck. Essentially, the upper thread has to look the same as the bobbin thread. Incorrect tension can lead to a ton of problems. First thing you'll notice is that the stitches are really loose and you don't really hold things together very well with them. You might see looping on the surface of whatever it is that you're embroidering. You might even experience a lot of thread breaks. Or if you're doing garments, something might completely fall apart, like your 4th grade witch's costume, leaving you naked in front of every 4th grader. That was oddly specific and terrifying. Now, in the world of machine embroidery, tension's a little different. It's different because it's skewed more in favor of the bobbin winning the tug-of-war. You want more of the upper thread to show on the underside of the product that you're embroidering. There should only be about 25% of the bobbin thread showing on the underside. This is to ensure that none of the bobbin shows on the top of the fabric. There's a couple of different ways that you can adjust this. If you feel really lucky and you're an advanced user, you can just tighten the screw that's on the bobbin case. Sometimes that can lead to a few other problems, but go for it if you feel strong enough. I'm not one of those people. Instead, I'd just like to stick to the upper thread tension knobs. If you do go the route of trying to adjust your bobbin case, you might want to have 2. That's so if you mess up, you got a backup plan. So how do you measure your tension? Well, the good old-fashioned way is to do what's called an eye test. For each of the needles on your embroidery machine, you want to stitch out a line of satin stitching. Have each in a different color so it's really easy to kind of narrow down which was which. Then when it's done embroidering, you can flip it over and you can look at the bottom of it and see, hey, was that eye test good or not good? Do I have too much bobbin showing or not enough bobbin showing? That's a lot of work though, especially if you want to tweak things and then go back, you have to retest it every single time. Don't turn the knobs and redo the whole test again. Get a thread tension measuring tool. This one's specifically for upper thread. There are some really wild looking ones that you can get to measure your bobbin case specifically. Since I don't really like to adjust the bobbin case specifically, I don't have one. That said, the same concept applies. The tensioning tool has numbers representing tension values, a spring with a marker on the inside, and a hook on the opposite end. The thickness of what you're embroidering and the density of your design may require higher or lower tension values, but in most scenarios, you'll want the tension to fall between 120 and 150. The tool measures tension by tugging the upper thread from the hook, which compresses the spring and moves the marker. Where the marker hovers will indicate its relative tension value. Measuring tension from the needle may bend or break it. So to start, take the thread out of the needle, but leave it in the thread guide just above it. Keep the hook from rotating with your finger, and with your other hand, loop the thread tail around the hook a couple of times. Hold the thread tail with the tool's shaft so it doesn't unravel from the hook, then gently pull the tool away from the needle to get the measurement. My tension is way too high. I'm well over 200, so I need to loosen the needle's upper tension knob. To loosen, turn the knob to the left. Remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Then you can remeasure to confirm. Rinse and repeat this process until you get the value you want. Thank you so much for paying attention. Let me know if you have any questions regarding tension on embroidery machines. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel to get more tips and tricks just like this. Thank you so much and goodbye.